Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you guys an exciting video. It is going to be one of my first travel videos. So I am going on a trip next month, so I'm going to be doing a bunch of travel videos. This video is going to be my travel, all of my travel makeup essentials that I like to bring with me when I go on trips, when I go on tropical vacations, all that fun stuff. And I'm also going to be showing you guys all the brushes that I like to bring. So that's pretty much it. About the whole light situation, I'm not really sure what's going on with my ring light, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are excited for travel videos, let me know if you guys are going on any trip yourself. Leaving next month, I am going to Lebanon, Barcelona, and Ibiza, so it's gonna be a long trip. So I'm just bringing all the makeup that I would ever need on this trip. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and turn on that bell notification so you don't miss a video. So to keep this intro nice and short, let's get started. Let's go. So this is my makeup bag. So this makeup bag, I actually got it from Walmart. It is by the brand Anna Martina Franco. I've never heard of it, but it's such a good makeup bag. I actually got it recently and I'm gonna use it on my upcoming trip. But this is the makeup bag, really nice. I love how it's clear and I love how it has different compartments. So when you open this up, it comes with two clear compartments and then a compartment at the bottom. This is a clear compartment. If you really wanted to, you could just use this as a makeup bag. Personally, I just like having compartments just to make it more organized. So to start with, actually no, let's start with this compartment. So this is the first clear compartment. Here we just have, I'm gonna empty it. Have face products and brow products. So I usually like to bring two different types of foundations, two different types of primers, just because sometimes my skin's a little more oily, sometimes it's a little more dry, so I just like to bring two different ones. And also when I'm tanned, I know that my skin starts to peel a bit, so I just like to bring a hydrating one just in case. So my favorite matte one is the Fenty Beauty one, and my favorite hydrating one is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I think I've talked about both of these several times, but these are just my two favorite primers to bring with me on my trips. And I usually like to bring two different types of foundation. So this foundation is my color now, and this one is like my tanned color. So once I start to get really tanned, I just like to use this one because this one will be too light for me, or sometimes I'll be in a range where I will need to mix both of them. But I like to bring the NARS, this is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I've talked about this so many times. I have a review of this foundation up on my channel. And this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. This is a really nice, glowy, radiant, it's not full coverage, but it's very buildable, and that's why I love it. This one is full coverage, so this one's more for like going out, and this one's more for like during the day. But this is a darker shade than this, but I can mix them both and it will be my perfect shade. Next, I bring two different sealers. So I bring my Tarte Shade Tape and my NARS, what is this called? Radiant Creamy Concealer. So these will probably both work for me when I'm tanned. I do like to bring both of them just to have a variety of options. As far as eyebrow stuff go, I like to bring an eyebrow gel and my Brow Wiz. I'm not big on filling in my eyebrows. Just because I have really dark and thick eyebrows already, so I just like to bring these two products just in case I want to do a full glam and I want to fill in my brows a bit, but I never go overboard with my brows, so I just bring this just in case, you know, I'm doing a full glam. Wow, this fits a lot. Like, this compartment like looks like it won't fit anything. It fits most of my face products. I also like to bring my Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Mocha. This is the cream contour stick, and I love this. And sometimes, like, if I'm just doing like a daytime glam, I would just use this contour stick. It's just like a little less like powdery, and it makes it look like you have like a little bit less makeup on. I don't know how to explain it, but I do love this product, and I think it's really good for traveling, and I do like to use it under my bronzer if I'm doing a full glam. If I'm not doing a full glam, I can just use this alone and it'll look fantastic. So I just put that in there. I also have a pair of scissors just I don't know, for my eyebrows, if I need to cut some lashes, I think everyone should bring a pair of this. So this is the biggest compartment in the entire makeup bag, and I love this compartment. It actually fits a lot of stuff. So to start, when you open it up, there is my palettes on top, and I was essentially gonna put my palettes somewhere in this makeup bag, but they didn't really fit, and then I just shoved them in here and they fit perfectly. So I am gonna bring 3 palettes, 2 eye palettes in case I don't know, like just to switch it up sometimes. I don't want to use the same palette all the time. So I just bring 2, and I bring the most compact ones that I have. This one isn't too compact, but this one is the Tartelette and Bloom palette. I love this palette so much. It has the most perfect shades for on the go and all of that. So I just really like this palette, and I used it for prom, and it's just such a great palette. Bringing the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. This is my absolute favorite palette of all time. These are my 2 favorite transition shades. So most of the time when I do my makeup, I just use these 2 shades, and I'll use this on my inner corner and my brow bone. This has any shade you would need. It has a white shade, it has some shimmers, it has transition shades, outer V shades. If you want to do like something a little more different and red, if you need a dark shade, a black shade. Honestly, I love this palette. It's just my favorite ever. So I'll also be bringing the NARS palette. I believe this is discontinued, so I am so sorry, but this is the Bord de Plage palette. So this is the palette that has 4 highlighters and 2 bronzers. One of the main reasons I'm bringing this palette is because, first of all, Laguna bronzer, and what's the other one called? Casino bronzer. These are the best bronzers ever. 4 different highlighter shades, so I just like to bring this just in case I get really tanned and some shades won't really suit my skin tone anymore. I just bring these ones in case I need a darker highlighter, and it is this one right here. I'm not really sure. This is beautiful. I'm gonna swatch. Beautiful. This is in the shade, okay, I don't really know how to read this. Galet. No. Crique. This is in the shade Crique, I think. I'm not sure. But this is just a really nice highlighting shade. This is my favorite shade in the palette, but if I do get a little bit darker, I do like to use this shade just so that it suits my complexion when I'm tanned. I'm just gonna go in order of, you know what, let's do maybe, okay, I don't know. So starting off with powders. I like to bring 2 different powders. So I like to bring my Laura Mercier translucent powder, my favorite of all time. And I like to bring this face powder by Giorgio Armani. The reason why I like to bring this is because when my sister and I are tanned, it's usually our shade when we are tanned. So this is a great face powder. You can use it alone, you can use it with foundation, whatever you want. Continue with face. So the next thing I like to bring is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. So this is just a great bronzer when I'm really tanned. For blush, I only really bring 1 blush because I'm not a big fan of blush. My sister is, I'm not. But we only really use this blush, to be honest, and this is the Milani blush in the shade Luminoso. This is, I talk about this all the time. I can't open it. Really nice blush. It has shimmer to it, so sometimes I do like to wear this alone with my powder foundation by Sephora. So I do like to bring this powder with me. I forgot to mention it. I just bring this one with me on the plane though. This is the Sephora powder foundation in the shade Neutral Sand. This is what it looks like. I'm not sure if it's gonna work for me when I'm tanned, but as of now, this is my favorite powder foundation. I use it all the time. Just a bit of this and highlighter and mascara, and that's literally all I put. And sometimes I will use Milani blush over top to give me like a sun-kissed look, and I'll put it like on my cheeks, on my nose, and all of that. So this is just something I like to bring. I forgot to mention it, but I do put this in my carry-on bag. Highlighters. So I know there's 3. Do I need 3? Not really. 3 highlighters. There's also highlighters in here, I know. Don't really need 3, but you never know what type of night you're having. So I did bring Trophy Wife to wear this when I'm going out. It's just such like a nice yellow oh my god, look how dented it is. But this is just such a nice intense highlighter that I just like to bring with me. I also like to bring it in the shade Mean Money and Hustle Baby, which is my favorite duo of the two. We already hit pan with this, but this is my favorite highlighter. I do like to bring this highlighter as well. And then if I want a really intense look, I think this is gonna look so nice when we are on the beach, because it's such like a wet looking highlighter. So I am bringing the Anastasia AM Resi highlighter. And yeah, bringing 3 highlighters. I probably don't need 3. You probably don't need to bring 3 when you're going somewhere. I just want to because, you know, I'm extra. I have my beauty blender. I just use it so it's wet and gross. So don't judge me. I do clean my beauty blenders. Don't judge me. Yeah. So for moving on to the eyes. For eyeliners, I do like to bring 2 different ones just because you never know when one eyeliner is gonna dry out, and I feel like I like to alternate between eyeliners when I'm literally doing like one eye. Like I like to use one for like the pointy part, and I like to use one to like line my eye. I don't know, like I'm weird, but I do like to bring 2 eyeliners. This one is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and this is the Tattoo Liner by Kat Von D. These are the best eyeliners ever. I like to bring them both just in case. You never know what's gonna happen. For a waterline shade, I like to bring the Marc Jacobs Highliner in the shade Blacker. This is just a pencil eyeliner that I like to use, and this is my favorite ever. And I just love this eyeliner. So this is the one that I'm going to be bringing. You only really need one. You can bring like a white shade if sometimes you think you're going to be using it, but I don't use white shades on my waterline, so I'm just going to be bringing this one. For mascara, the only mascara that I'm going to be bringing is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. This is my favorite mascara ever. I love the wand of it. You can't see it. I love the wand of it. It's so thin. It's so small. And it's so good for your lower lashes, but it also makes your lashes so long. It's drugstore. It's affordable. I love this mascara. It's my favorite ever. Lastly, for eyes, I like to bring 2 glitters just in case, you know, we're going out. I want a more intense type of look. I was debating between the Stila Magnificent Metals also, but I honestly don't really need to bring those because I just know that I'm not gonna gravitate towards those, and I'm not gonna use any other glitter than these. So these are the Heavy Metal Glitters by Urban Decay. This one is in the shade Midnight Cowboy. I use it all the time, and this is in the shade Distortion. So these are just 2 glitters that I like to bring just in case I want maybe one for my inner corner, one for my lid, like I don't know, just in case you want to do, oh my god, just in case you want to do something a little more fancy. Into lip products. So for lips, I'm not sure what my sister's going to be bringing, but as it goes for me, I'm going to be bringing 3 different lip liners. This is the MAC lip liner in the shade Boldly Bare, one of my favorites. This is actually I got this with my points, and I absolutely love this lip liner. It's by Makeup Forever, Artist Color Pencil in the shade Wherever Walnut. This is such a nice, pretty lip liner. Let me... the shade right, oh my god, it's so pretty. Boldly Bare kind of, it needs to be sharpened, so that's that. Yeah, and this is one of my favorite, actually this is my favorite lip liner of all time. This is a Bassem Fatouh lip liner, which when I go to Lebanon I'm gonna be restocking on because he only has stores in Lebanon, and I absolutely love this lip liner. This is in the shade Ward, I don't know where the shade is. You know what? I don't know what this is called, but this is what it looks like. It kind of looks like the Makeup Forever one, but this one's a lot more purple and a lot deeper, and I love this shade. I will use this all over my lips by itself, and it looks so good. As lipsticks go, I'm very basic. I don't expand my horizons when it comes to lipsticks, so I just like to stick to my go-tos. So this is something that I've talked about so many times, the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick in the shade Stripped. I use this all the time, and I use my this is going to be going in my carry-on because I can't live without this. Fenty Beauty Gloss. These are the best pair that I have. I love putting these together, and these are really the only lip products I use. And I'm also going to be bringing a bold red color just in case. I don't know, you never know when you want to do something a little bit more bold, and this is my favorite red shade. This is the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint in the shade Uncensored. This is a beautiful red shade. I used it in my red lip tutorial and I love it. So I'm just bringing these three. I don't really need to bring a lip liner for this just because the applicator of this is really, really nice. And last but not least, this is the final pouch. This is a very basic pouch. It just has 3 pairs of eyelash. Oh my god. It has 3 pairs of eyelashes and some lash glue and some tweezers. This is my favorite lash glue ever, the House of Lashes lash glue. And I just like to bring my go-to lashes. These are Huda Beauty in the style Samantha. Lily Lashes in the shade in the style Luxie, and Miami Lashes by Lily Lashes. My favorites ever. These ones are a little bit more natural, same for these ones. These ones are very powwow. I like to use these when I go out and stuff, so I just like to bring 3 pairs of lashes. At least we're going to talk about makeup brushes. This is the Makeup Forever. I don't know what this is called. It's like a pouch thing. It's like a, I don't know. I'm going to link it down below. I don't know the exact name of this, but they sell it at Sephora. It is kind of pricey for something that holds your brushes, but I think it's so convenient because you open it up and it just sits like this. I think it's perfect. I love this. So this is what I have inside. So I have a setting spray and setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter and a MAC Fix Plus. They fit perfectly in here, honestly, and I didn't have room in this to put them. Like, I didn't really think they would. Actually, I could. Interesting. Maybe I'll put them in here. But these are just the brushes that I'm going to be bringing. So I don't use that many brushes. All I really use is my beauty blender. So we're gonna bring that. Okay, so I'm just gonna put them in here, the ones that I talk about. So for foundation, I like to bring my Urban Decay Optical Blurring foundation brush. I talk about this all the time. It's my favorite ever. Yeah, I'm probably gonna clean all my brushes, obviously, before I go on vacation. The best idea ever. Always clean your makeup brushes before you go on vacation so that when you get there, they're nice, they're fresh. Next, I'm gonna be bringing obviously a powder brush. This is, I don't know the brand. I got this in one of my Ipsy bags. It says Ollie and Olivia. I'm not really sure, but this is such a good brush. It's so soft. For highlighter and for contour and blush. So this is my blush brush, my favorite ever. This is the MAC 168 brush, I think. The writing kind of faded. This is such a good blush brush. And then this is my contour brush, my favorite ever, the Morphe M530 brush. Me and my sister love this brush to death. It is so good for contouring. I love it. For highlighter, my favorite ever, the Anastasia A23 brush. The writing is literally off of this brush because I use it so much, but it is my favorite highlighter brush ever. Brushes, I just like to bring a variety. Honestly, they don't take up that much room anyway, so I just like to bring a variety just to be safe and have a lot of different brushes. I have my favorite blending brush, the Morphe M441 brush. This is just great for transition shades, to blend out your, this is the best blending brush ever. I love this brush, so I'm gonna be bringing that for sure. And then I'm also gonna be bringing the Sephora Pro Featherweight Crease Brush. I love this brush. It is so good for blending. These are like my 2 favorite blending brushes ever. This one's a lot more expensive than the Morphe one, so if you want something more affordable, definitely get the Morphe one. It's honestly works just as good as the Sephora one, and it's for like a quarter of the price. So those are just some blending brushes that I have, and I also have the Morphe M504 brush. This is just a great blending brush. Also, you can never have too many blending brushes. Essentials, you know. And for an outer V type of brush, I am bringing the Morphe R39 brush, my favorite for my outer V, for darker shades. I just love to bring this brush. I also like to bring my Morphe E17 brush. This is just a more tapered brush that I do like to use for my outer V also, but I can also use this for blending in like the darker shades. For shader brushes, I like to bring 2. So the first one is this NYX brush. It is number 14. It's a very, very nice brush for if you want to cut your crease. I also like to bring the Morphe M421 brush. I talk about this brush so much. It's my favorite shader brush ever, so I just like to bring 2. The last brush that I like to bring is the Sigma Flat Contour E15 brush. I like to use this for my lower lash line. and I absolutely love this brush. It is my favorite. So these are just the brushes that I'm going to be bringing. I love this little pouch right here. Honestly, if you want to invest, I say you should get it. If you travel a lot, it's so convenient. And yeah, so these are my travel stuff. And yeah, I want to see if this is going to close. Let's see together, guys. I don't think I think I'm going to put these back in this pouch right here, but yeah. So okay guys, thank you all for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this first travel video ever on my channel. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I love watching travel videos, so I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this one, all of the makeup that I like to pack with me, and yeah, I don't know what else to say, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss a video, and I will see you guys in my next video.